Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel all about football management games, where we will continue to see how Barnet goes up the English divisions aiming for the Euro Cups. So this is episode 3 of the season 2 and I am Frozy. Let's move on. In this episode we will continue playing in the England Cups, and I expect another success in those games. Our next game versus Doncaster. Let's put the unhappy players on the field to keep them happy. Okay, so Robert will play against Bunbury. What about the Pape? As I mentioned already, yeah, he will leave because I plan to use this youngster as my main goalkeeper. Chris Jackson may ask to leave. Well, that's fine. You are number 5 at the moment. Naylor Newson are in the similar situation as our goalkeeper. They are too old to play in the main squad. Okay, we have only 4 defenders, so we definitely need someone to buy them. Bowen will play. Yeah, this squad is fine. So our next game begins. So Barnet goes forward, and first half ends really fast with our huge our results are much better than an average one, than the average ones, and the number of attempts is huge. Bowen and Flowers are not impressive, but it's 0-0 despite we had 8 chances. But right after the beginning of the second half, Robert scores, so I'm glad to see the goals from him. Then Close is having another chance. He slides the ball past the keeper and it's 2-0, but the goal was disallowed again. Wow, the number of cancelled goals is bigger already than the one in the previous season. So I'm making a couple of changes, and Barnet gets another goal hammered through a crowd and scored by Close. That was close. In the majority of games we are having an extremely high amount of chances, a good result, says the board, which means that this squad and these tactics work well, and they should help us to be promoted. I'm targeting to get into the top 2 at the end of this season, to get promoted without any playoffs. Of course, it will be great to have some signings, so they will get used to our team in advance, but that's not critical. If those players whom I targeted doesn't want to join us at the moment, then I will wait. Okay, I'm going to make a couple of changes in the midfield and in the attack lines because it's a cup game, and we will have 2 of those games. Bunbury is having his chance at the 18th minute and he scores another goal from the Bunbury. Hoddle scores a rare goal from our midfielder, maybe a first one in this season. Wow, Robert is playing really bad, but Jackson puts good performance. Glad to see that Robert has a good chance and he scores, so his finish is superb, and it's 3-0 already, and I believe I can substitute a couple of my players. Hodl is having another chance. Wow, it's a double for our midfielder. Will he get a hat-trick in this game? It's 4-0 at the moment, and we have fifth goal smash at home on 19th minute, scored by Hodl. Yeah, it's a hat-trick from our midfield hero playing at position 3. Nice. Whole team played really well except of the Flowers. That defensive midfielder guy performs not too good this season, but it's his first or second season at all, so that's easy to understand. Okay, let's make another attempt to buy someone. Oh, Mike asked to leave, feels he should be in the team. Yeah, join Barnet and you will be playing regularly in the team, but he rejects the move. Unfortunately, I still can't. Turner from Chester, don't remember. Yeah, no luck yet. Last attempt on this guy, this youngster, Carmichael, also rejects the move. Okay, maybe they will change their opinion after I will get a promotion. Wow, just look at the average ratings. The performance from my team is incredible. They are copying 11 positions out of first 13. Wow, with Oxborough defender performing at 7.45 average rating. Wow, that's just incredible. Bunbury is one of the best, by the way, having only one goal scored, but he has so good rating. Okay, what about the goal scorers? Not bad. What about the man of the match? What about the form? Yeah, seems like we're having a very good form at the moment. Our next game is a home one versus the Burnley. Let's put back close and let's put Bunbury onto the bench because his fitness is not perfect. And what do we have here? We have Anders who will go to the bench again. Okay, what about our opponent's tactics? Long ball again, so the game has begun. Green is pushed in the area on the first minute of the game, and it's a penalty which is buried in, which is becoming a goal. Robert buried it, and we're leading 1-0. Then close. Then we have another goal which was disallowed again, but I already get used to it. Oxborough must surely score it. Wow. So we have plenty of chances. Close makes it 2-0, and I'm happy with the performance of my team. Porter is a captain, while Sorrell should be our captain. It's not too smart to make a transfer listed player your captain. We probably have another penalty. Yes, it is. Robert steps up and buries it once again. So he scored twice. Then Green has another chance, but his shot lacks power, so I can replace a couple of players. I think I will replace Flowers with Anders, and probably Close will be replaced with Bunbury. Good. It's 3-0 and we're winning the game again. We're having another chance, but Green blazes it's over. Then he has another chance and it's an upright shot. And Robert has another chance on the last minute of the game and it's in, so it's a hat trick from Robert. And the Barnet is winning 3-0 and Robert is the man of the match with 3 goals scored. This result pleases the board. Of course, they must be happy with such result. So we won several games in a row. Our players must be happy. Our fans should be happy. Everyone should be happy. And let's look if we get into the top 2. I'm unsure about the first position, but I think we have chance. Oh, Rochdale want our backup goalkeeper. Good news. So I think we may be at the position number 2 in the table already. Okay, so Digweed went to Rochdale in the Division 3. Now we're still in position 3, but we're close to the leaders. Euro Cups are being played, and now we are having another fixtures versus the Stockport. Okay, good. Should we replace someone? I don't think so. I'm happy with the average ratings of my team this season, because all team except of the youngsters, of the new youngsters, are showing really good numbers. So no changes in the first 11. We're starting the game and the home team scores first, but it's disallowed. There was an offside. So Close is clean through and his shot lacks power. Unfortunately, he's not able to score a goal. 9 chances versus 1 and 0-0 at the middle of the game. A common situation which I've seen a lot of times this season. Robert is clear of the defense, but he misses. Robert is pushed in the area, so Robert is really active this season, despite I bought Bunbury. So Bunbury should step onto the field, I think. Let's replace Green, who is having the lowest rating at the moment. And let's swap Flowers, who also was having a really bad rating. He had 5. Robert is injured. If he has to come off, then I don't have any replacements, so we will play with 10 people, but I believe we will have some chances. So our defender has a chance to score, and he scores. Perfect resolution of this situation. And then we have another goal from the Hodl, so our defender and midfielder made the game despite we played without one attacker, so it's really a good result. I agree with my board. I would like to change the tactics to a more in a more drastical way. I mean more seriously. An excellent link opposition, great. Rowett is out for 8 weeks. Good is that it's a good news that we have a substitution for him. Monthly awards. I am a best manager of this month. Oxbrow is the best player of the month, and Rowett is a young player of the month again. It's a pity he was injured. Excellent league position? No, I don't think so. We are third while we should be on the second or first position. So let's put several substitute players on the field today. We won with really big score last game, so we have a very good handicap that allows us to experiment in this game. However, I don't have so much players, too much players to experiment, so let's put a couple of them on the field, and I believe the result will be positive for us. So we have scored 1 goal in the first half thanks to close, and the game goes in a very good way for us. We are winning 2-0. Will we have a red card here? Porter sent off. Yes, we're having a red card, so but I don't plan to change anyone because there is no need for that. We have third goal scored. It's close again, so he has a good chance for the hat-trick. Barnet is winning 3-0, and that's the end result. Oh, Close has scored 3 goals already, so he's the man of the match. I missed that information. So yeah, I was talking about the tactics. I would like to change it more seriously. In example, use both forwards, I mean both sided forwards, left-sided one and right-sided one. I would also I would like to use oh, West Ham manager had been sacked. I love West Ham. Unfortunately, I will not play for another club in this save. So I mean, I don't have enough players at this moment in the team to change the tactics more seriously. In the future, I expect to be able to do it. So we are reverting back to our main squad. What do we have here? We have not the Hodl, we have Sorrel, who will play as a support player. And we have, yeah, Jackson didn't score again, which means he will go to the bench. Okay, let's look at the tactics. Yeah, that's fine. Too few picket. Oh, whom I forgot? I forgot to put a midfielder, backup midfielder, Naylor. I will be the one. So this is another home game. We won all our home games, so this one should be won as well. At least I expect us to win it. Bunbury scored our first goal in the first half. We are winning 1-0. Oh, I put Pape as a midfielder. Pape is our goalkeeper, so of course I have to swap it. Yeah, Sorrel was put as a goalkeeper for some reason. Yeah, of course I can't do it, but we have Naylor, so good that mistake didn't lead to a goal. Jackson scores, he finishes clinically. It seemed to me that I replaced Jackson with green as well. I'm too inattentive. But as a result, Jackson scores his first goal, and I'm replacing him with green, and let's also replace the Anders with Naylor. So we are winning 2-0. It's only 10 minutes left till the end of the game, and it should be an easy win. We are having some chances, but they not led to goals. Oh, what a high attendance. Bunbury is the man of the match. So I should replace Pape now, because I don't want him to play in the midfield in the next game. So far this episode's games are quite easy for us. We are winning with ease, so probably my team got good tempo, got good form, and maybe now we are able to interest some of these players on our short list. Not yet. Come on guys, you're in Liga 3. Your team is in much worse position than mine. Don't you want to play on a higher level? Aren't you interested? The answer is no. Sean Campbell. We need to strengthen our team, and no luck so far. Okay, we have this guy as well with decent wage, who is playing for the Wales under 21. So will I be able to approach him? No, he's not playing in his team, and anyway he's not interested. Okay. Mark Sale scored plenty of goals last season. Okay, let's go. Newson is out for a few days, and that's an issue because I don't have too much of a defenders at the moment, and Newson is a defender. So our next game is a home one versus the Reading. Oh, Newson was our substitute defender, so it's not a problem. Okay, Porter gets back, which means that he will play as a support player again. And who should be our captain here in this selection? Responsible. Let's put this guy. Yes, he's young enough, but he has a responsible character and influence of 20. I know he's playing not too well sometimes, but I hope that his style and his influence will help us a lot. Okay. So Jackson should be replaced with Green. Bunbury, Green and Close are our main attackers at the moment. And Sorrell is our main team player, who will be put on the field instead of Anders. And Anders will go to the bench. Okay, that's it. So all teams in this division are using long ball tactics, and we are coping with that with ease. We're having a penalty, Close steps up, but he fails to score it. But we're having another chances again and again. Reading is having a good chance too, but they fail to convert it to a goal. And we're having our first goal scored by Green at the end of the first half. The results are great, the stats are great, and Reading squanders their second chance. Oxborough is booked. Thomas shown the yellow card too. Both of our defenders got a yellow card. I've put Anders. Let's put Jackson instead of Anders. Yeah. So we are winning because it's 2-0 already. Scored by Green. Second goal from this guy. And we're having another good chance for the Bunbury, but his shot is saved. So it's 2-0. Both goals were scored by Green, who became a man of the match. An excellent form so far, and I hope we're in a second position already. At least in a second position. We should continue winning because I think that we will lose our form later in this season due to various reasons. Oh, we are in the first position already. Thanks to our home games, we have won all 6 of them already, and that allowed us to reach the first position. So, will I be able to get interested someone of the youngsters from lower leagues? Not yet. Okay, let's play more then. Our next game in the Coca-Cola Cup is the one versus the Port Vale, who is in the Division 1. So our current form allows me to think that we're on a level of the Division 1 team. So let's check ourselves in the game versus the Division 1 team. Let's see how we will look versus them. So our opponents are using long ball again, and I think we should set the win bonus 500 per player. That's fair. So the game has begun. In this round there is only one game being played. Unfortunately, we are playing it away. Close is having his first chance, and we are leading 1-0 on the 15th minute on the game. Then Hodl is clear of the defense, but he misses. We keep creating the chances, which is really nice to see for me as a manager. I hope the spectators are also entertaining from this show at the moment. So it's 1-0 after the first half, but Port Vale has a similar amount of chances so far, so they can create a draw here. I'm not planning any substitutes yet because the current team plays really well and overcoming the opponents, so it seems like we are better than this team from the Division 1, which means that we are ready for the higher division. We are ready for the promotion. Green is the man of the game, and this is an excellent result. I agree with my board. I agree. I hope we will play versus one of the Premier League teams in one of the next rounds, and it's a Notts County for us in the next round, and we'll get a lot of money from the attendance of that game. So yeah, our next game is versus the Division 1 team, which gives us an excellent chances for the 5th round. Great. This is extremely good draw so far. Our next game is versus the Swansea. Let's make a couple of changes. Let's give Flowers a rest because his fitness is a little bit low. And let's put Jackson on the field because 6 goals, 8 goals, and Bunbury is only 2 goals. Because Jackson is not happy and Bunbury should have a rest too. Goal for the Barnet, scored on 9th minute. Is it Jackson? No, it's Hoddle. Hoddle has scored 3 or 4 games already this season. The best midfielder goal scorer so far. And by the way, Jackson scored a goal on the 11th minute. As you remember, last season he scored a lot of goals in the first 10 minutes of the game. That was his style. So the results are really good so far. Jackson is having an excellent rating. Swansea scores the second goal, but I don't think they will be able to get a draw here. And it's 4-2. Jackson is the man of the game with 2 goals scored, and our captain produces a rating of 5 again, but I will keep him as a captain until we'll not get worse results. So for now, I'm happy with the amount of chances we have and with our overall performance. So I will keep Bowen as a captain of the Barnet. So we have another win. And by the way, our performance in the Coca-Cola Cup became the performance of the week. Excellent. Let's look at the counts. We have 200,000 of pounds available, and we have 7 places in the squad, so it will be great to buy some of the players, but I still can't approach them. I still can't convince them to join my team. Chester still has too few players. What about this guy? Tomlinson, 50k. Well, I still have Jackson, who is not happy, so I think my attacking line has the perfect situation. Despite the injury of Robert, a long-term injury of Robert, we don't have any issues with the goal scoring abilities of the attackers, while we had some of player problems with that at the beginning of the season. So our next game is a home one. Thomas injured, so Flowers will play as a defender, and our midfield will stay the same, and our attacking line remain unchanged as well. Another home game should bring us another win, because we won all of our home games so far. It will be great to get a maximum result from the home games. Sorrel scores our first goal, then Anders scores his first ever goal in his footballing career, and then Greens has a chance, but he shoots wide, and Klose is having another chance. So it's 3-0 already in the middle of the first half of the game, and we are keep rolling over our opponents, who can hardly come over the middle of the field. They have 0 chances, so I guess we're dominating the field. Green is thrown goal. So in case if our attackers would have better goal scoring skills, we could win these games with much bigger results. We create so much chances during almost each game, but score only 2 or 3 goals mostly. Sorrel is the man of the game, and it's another win for the Barnet. 3-0, and our 4600 of fans should be happy. Should be extremely happy to see such performance from us. There is cash available for the strengthening of the squad. I know that, but the issue is that I have preferred players whom I want to buy, and they are not interested in joining us. So that's the issue. And at the moment we don't need too much of a new player, so maybe it's worth waiting for the next season, and then spending the money for new players that we need after we'll get promoted to the Division 1. Wow, Sean Campbell is interested. Oh, finally, one of the guys from the shortlist is interested. So he can play in 2 positions. I can use him as a midfielder, even as a defensive midfielder. Just look at his tackling rating. And I can also use him as an attacking substitute. So that's great. What about 900k? Yeah, he wants 4-year contract, that's fine. He wants this wage, let's offer smaller one. Perfect. So here is first purchase. Great. Good. Our midfield line has been strengthened, so I can use that guy on the position of the defensive midfielder, and Flowers, who usually play at the position, can go to the defense line. Perfect. What about Thomas? Thomas is back, but he's not fit yet. He's happy to stay in the club, so let's keep him on the bench. And this guy, Campbell, is our new substitute, our new number 12 instead of Naylor. And Jackson played perfectly last game, but I want to use Bunbury more because I believe in his ability much more. Millwall creates a chance right at the beginning of the game, but they failed to make it a goal, while Barnet scores in the first half, and it ends with 1-0. Flowers plays really bad, and I can't substitute him because I don't have any defenders yet, but I can substitute our captain Bowen, who plays with low rating. So let's put this guy, Campbell, and Porter. Oh, great. I have a couple of teams that are interested in Andy Porter. So I expect to get those 300 of thousands of pounds. Sorrel will be our captain, and I hope we will win here. Green is having a good chance, and it's 2-0, and I'm sure we will keep that advantage, but the goal is disallowed. The reason isn't clear. How can you... Oh, what a referee. So much goals cancelled this season. Let's put Jackson on the field and hope that we'll be able to get a result. Yes, we won 1-0. Is it a Casey Keller? I guess so. A famous USA national team goalkeeper. And other I can be as well. Wow, so famous players. We see some famous players here. What an attendance at the den of the Millwall. Wow. So I haven't got monthly award, but Bunbury won it, and Jackson, what a surprise. What's in the table? We are 5 points away from the playoff zone, and this is really good news. Next game is a home one, so Thomas returns to the main squad. Campbell, Anders. Let's keep it as is. Oh, they are playing with 4 attackers. Bunbury has a chance. He scored just a couple of goals, by the way. Just a couple of goals so far, but I believe in him. Fulham scores easily, which smells like a sensation, but we are getting our first goal soon after that, and keep creating the chances. So it's 1-1 after the first half, and Bowen plays badly again. And we have Jackson, our best young player of the last months, on the bench. So we have someone to strengthen the team, but Green gets a red card, and that's a problem. But we're playing at home, we can create a lot of chances, and we are getting our second goal, scored by Close. Yeah, Green and Close are covering each other, as I mentioned already. If one of them fails, then another one covers him. Fulham tries to get penalty, but they fail. Okay, so let's swap Bunbury with Jackson. Bunbury didn't score a goal so far in this game. Jackson is having his chance, and it's 3-1, scored by Close. Close is making a hat-trick this game. An excellent performance. Fulham scores one more goal, so it's 3-2. Intrigue is getting back, but we're playing at home, so it's our win, another win, and attendance is the highest one I've seen at our stadium, as I remember. Let's look at the fixtures. I guess our next game should be a Coca-Cola Cup one. Let's check that. Green will serve a one match ban. Anti-Pape wants to leave. Yep, let's list him. Let's list this guy. Mark Newson wants to leave here. Yeah, he's 34, so yeah, let's list him. He wants first team football. I agree with you. So fixture info, next fixture, no. Club details and then fixture. So now we have a couple of goals before our Coca-Cola Cup with the Notts County. Okay, so let's finish this episode. We had an excellent episode. As I remember, we won all of our games. We got an excellent form, and we are occupying first position with 7 points from the position number 3. And we are also having most of our players topping the average ratings list. So let's save the game. Please comment, please subscribe, and please give me the likes. I like the likes, and I will be happy to see you and hear from you on to my next videos. Thanks, and that's all. Bye.